Hello guys, we are back into another video of black holes. In this video we will cover the largest black hole. So a black hole has no specific size limit. Like us humans do have a size limit because we can only grow till a certain age. So it seems like black holes have no limit to grow. So these black holes can grow endlessly. Black holes can be really tiny or be really large. But how are black holes even created? That is covered in one of our previous videos. So please go and check that out. But how do black holes grow? Let's check that out. And which one is the largest one of them all? But before looking at the largest ones, let's look at the most smallest black holes. Primordial black holes, if there may or may not be the smallest black holes, these are even older than atoms. These are approximately 13.8 billion years old or even older. The smallest black hole that could still be around would be a trillion kilograms or so. But they would still not be bigger than a proton. A primordial black hole with the mass of the Earth would barely be larger than a coin. This makes them really hard to find. So we haven't actually found one yet. If they even exist, then they might be the dark matter that holds galaxies together. Now let's move on to the kind of black holes which we are sure there are different kinds of black holes. Stellar black holes. To make a black hole, we need to compress enough matter so that it collapses into itself. After that, the more mass we give it, the larger it becomes. In today's universe, the most violent thing that can happen out there in space is called a supernova. It happens because of the merger of neutron stars, or a core of a very massive star collapses. To work here, let's use the mass of our sun, which is about 2 million trillion kilograms. The smallest known black hole has 2.7 times the mass of the sun, which works out as a sphere around 16 kilometers in diameter, large enough to cover Paris. Another light-weighted black hole is the companion to the V723 Mon red giant star. So this star is really large because this star is 24 times larger than our sun, 30 million kilometers in diameter, and yet it is thrown around by a black hole that is only 17.2 kilometers in diameter. This black hole is so small that this black hole and the star cannot even be compared. One of the largest known stellar black holes is the M33X7. This black hole mostly spends its time eating a 70 solar mass blue giant bit by bit. As all the stolen matter circles towards the black hole, friction heats it up to temperatures high enough to shine. 500,000 times brighter than our sun. And yet, this M33X7 is only 15.65 solar masses. This surely looks like a healthy and good dinner for this black hole. Have fun. And yes, it is only 92 kilometers wide. To grow much larger, much bigger, black holes either have to devour a lot of stars or better, just simply merge into one. The favorite thing a black hole can do. Yes. A black hole has been discovered in a galaxy 17 billion light years away. As they spin around each other violently, they release more energy in the form of gravitational waves than the combined light from all the stars in the Milky Way. The energy produced is 4,400 years produced in Milky Way. So what I mean is the amount of energy produced by those black holes in such a less time is the amount of energy produced by all the stars in the Milky Way since 4,400 years. There are a lot of black holes up to 150 solar masses. Then there is nothing ahead until after a long time a really large black hole with millions of times more mass and bigger. The largest stars that have ever existed, the quasi-stars. Our sun is like a grain of sand next to these stars. So it's clear that we can't compare our sun and this star. We don't know if quasi-stars actually exist. The idea is that the matter in the other universes was so dense that the quasi-stars became thousands of times the mass of our sun. The core of these stars have been crushed by their own weight so much to actually collapse into black holes. Supermassive black holes. Yeah, now we are actually coming to the kings, the masters, the leaders, the legends of black hole. The supermassive black holes are the largest single bodies in existence. The centers of most galaxies contains a supermassive black holes. And yes, these things are monstrous. In the Milky Way, we have a Sagittarius A star, a supermassive black hole with about 4 million solar masses that is calm and collected and just does its thing. We know it sits there because we can see a number of stars being thrown around by a seemingly empty spot. And despite its incredible mass, its radius is only 17 times our sun. Smaller than most giant stars, but millions of times more massive. Because supermassive black holes are that massive and located at the center of most galaxies. A cool thing is that the sun makes up 99.86% of all the mass in the solar system, but the supermassive black holes only take up till 0.001% of the mass in their galaxy. The galaxy Cygnus A has a supermassive black hole with 2.5 billion solar masses, and not only that, 14.7 billion kilometers wide also. Another supermassive black hole is in the Messier 87 galaxy. Yes, we have talked about this before, but let's go through it properly. It has 6.5 billion solar masses and was the first black hole photo we actually got of. And this is what we have got. And oh boy, it looks very cool, and it gives us the idea of the black hole. The darkness in the middle of the black hole, also known as the event horizon, is so big that it can cover our entire solar system. And guys, yes, there is a scale even above this. That is called an ultra-massive black hole. Let's go to the ultra-massive black holes. Now we have reached the largest black holes, or even the largest single bodies that will ever exist. These stars have eaten so much that they have grown to tens and hundreds of billions of solar masses. They are brighter than hundreds and even thousands of galaxies filled with stars. There is an ultramassive black hole at the center of the galaxy OJ287. It is 18 billion solar masses. Now the next one is Ton 618, which eats up galaxies filled with matter. Now that is scary. And not only that, it is shining with a brightness of 100 trillion stars, visible from about 18 billion light years away, and that's a lot. It has a big number of 66 billion solar masses. Guys, so this is the end of the video. Guys, this took a lot of time to make, so please like, subscribe and comment and share. Goodbye guys, have a wonderful day ahead.